Have you mewed today, Chris?
All the time, Michael.
Oh. I actually didn't know if those even worked in the first place. But I'm gonna...
Oh, they do. If you want that masculine jawline to really awe viewers and just give them that surreal cut, that defining look that really just drops the pants to the floor, make them slide off their chairs.
Makes you take a good punch to the chin.
Yeah, and then you just keep mewing. Like, after you get punched, you're like, and the blood's coming down your chin, you're like... You side profile.
See, obviously me and Chris are lifelong mewers. Stop the cat. He's gone the distance further than me, though. He's got an actual little gobbler right there.
Major fracture detected. Automatic medical systems engaged.
God, it feels so uncomfortable sometimes.
I feel like that's a TMJ trainer. It'll train you to grind your teeth at night. You'd say it actually works, because I'd say your jaw does look stronger.
Well, thank you. I actually haven't used it in a while. If you feel this like muscle group right here, it'll look more defined and bulge out more.
Okay.
Whereas this one is like, for me, yeah, this one is weaker, this one's stronger. So you basically will switch sides, and it'll kind of
balance out
the muscle group or whatever.
I was gonna go through and make fun of some of this stuff, but honestly, the more I've gone through some Looksmaxxing things, it seems like some of it is effective, but you have to get on it relatively early.
Yeah.
So mewing,
you're not allowed at all.
I do believe in the tongue posturing. You know where you place the tongue on the roof of your mouth? You know how people rest their...
I've heard about that, yeah. It's all about the...
That actually, I think, regulates nasal breathing as opposed to, you know, mouth breathing. Which actually, when you're younger, I'd say that is important to have your tongue postured to the roof of your mouth when you're younger to breathe through your nose. And that actually provides proper jaw and chin structure. And as opposed to breathing out of your mouth as a kid, you'll have more of a receded jaw that goes inward.
Win some, lose most. I haven't won any.
Oh no, there is some cringe.
There's a lot of cringe.
I don't know what that means. You won't even talk to me. What are you... Did you just mog dad?
You can see it now.
I can. I see the most sensual, most good-looking man on that thumbnail.
Do you think Andrew Tate looks Max's? He works on his body.
I'd have to... Yeah, I would have to look into the lore.
Side profile. Let's see if he's a mouth breather. Oh, his chin's kind of small. Look at that.
Yeah. The mogging surgeons, they always make an effort to really exaggerate your jaw muscle features. It just really lets you be the most alpha version of yourself.
Oh, that's right.
It's a huge turn on. It's a huge turn on. Like, if I was a woman, I definitely would sit on that face.
Look at Zac Efron after the surgery. Here's him before surgery. He looks great. Looks fantastic. And then
he still looks good. I don't.
Here's him after. See that? I think he looked better before. Do you see what I'm seeing, Chris?
Yeah. This photo right there, the photo right next to it, down below it.
That's one.
Yeah, wow. Look at, yeah.
That's just a bad pic. He doesn't look horrible. Like, he looks great. Let's be real. He does look good with the big jaw, but he looked way better here with that slimmer face. Or maybe
I mean, he broke his jaw. He had to have surgery, so...
Do you believe that? Do you believe that?
Okay, I don't.
I read the story. It sounded like a cover. I mean, alright, that's just my BS. I just know celebrities get a lot of surgeries, and this guy's been famous for quite a while. There's probably a lot of self-esteem issues that he's been going through his whole life. So, what celebrity hasn't had surgery at this point? If you were a celebrity, what kind of surgery would you get, Chris?
Wow, let's see. I have a nice ass.
I like how you're already too confident, Chris. I know there's nothing you would change. Right off the bat, you start listing things you like about yourself. I have a nice ass. My dick is perfect. My face, my chin. You just start listing all your favorite shit.
Male models have 3 features that make them insanely alluring. Number 1, these models have very intense and soul-gazing eyes. This is defined by their dense eyebrows and slim, aggressive eyes. Number 2, hollow cheeks. Naturally hollow cheeks are very rare and display a whole different level of beauty and attraction. Number 3, most of the top models have sharp, slim noses that make the face look more angular and harmonic.
We should do a mogging. You know what mogging is? We should mog each other off right now. You gotta do your mogging face. What do they do in those videos? Right. You look like a killer. You gotta look like a...
I don't know how to do it. How do you look... No, how do you do it? It's a TikTok edits. You know when a camera swings around like those TikTok edits.
That's what I...
Remember, it's like...
Dun, dun,
oh yeah, yeah,
dun, dun,
yeah. There we go. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, you're doing it.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Face. That's when we pass people by and we make eye contact with a inferior man.
Inferior man.
We stand above them. So like stand above it. We spit on them.
Yeah, so I'm really inspired. I think I've been converted already just by seeing Brad Pitt in that interview at the red carpet. The way I viewed it from a surface level perspective was that the attraction comes from the jawline, but it's really the eyes. They say the soulfulness, the soulfulness of everything is the eyes. It's how it's really highlighted, and it saturates that look where you're really in focus. Yeah, of course, the jaw and like you said, tongue positioning. I mean, I already think we're on our journey, on our path to very well be some of the best moggers out there. I mean, I know it's just a video, but I think we can compete with some of those guys.
I think we really can. Like,
other than Zac Efron. Zac Efron's like,
he's
ultimate mogger.
He's kind of peak. It seems like Zac Efron purposely went on the trend of hammering. It's where you take a hammer and I think you hit like the sides of your jaw or something so that they swell up and they get stronger and it gets more defined.
Jesus.
And it gets wider. What? Yes.
Hammer. It sounds like he's trying to kill himself.
Well, that's a thing in the Looksmaxxing community that we'll have to delve into, but it's deeper rooted in there, man. It's along with the Jelqing and all that other crazy stuff.
And the thing is, Mikey, he's more accustomed to our terminology. So can you tell me and maybe some people in the audience who might not know what that means? You said Jelqing?
Jelqing is, I feel like a very dangerous one that nobody should do.
What's hammering?
I feel like it's along the lines of it, maybe not worse than hammering, but I mean, no, I'm going to say it's along the lines of bad for your body. It's the act of where people take their male genitalia and they stretch it in a certain way to make it longer or something. I don't know what it does, if it actually works. I've heard it actually works. I've actually.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Michael.
I've heard it actually works, but please don't stretch your penises out. I mean, your male genitalia out. Do not wreck your stuff down there. Be proud of what you are. Don't change nothing down there.
God, I feel like there's a celebrity that did that. A famous celebrity that they wanted an extra inch, so they got some surgery. It might have been that Jelqing or whatever it's called.
Surgery's a little different.
Wow.
I think Jelqing is non-surgical. I think you could do it at home right now. I love the face, you did.
My face right now.
You're like, oh, and then you just disappear for a minute and try to Jelq. I'm going to Jelq off for a minute.
I tried using
look at that. Wow.
Looksmaxxing glow-up tips to see if they would make me more attractive. Let's open UMax to get my before ratings. My overall is a 67. Now let's see if we can reach my full potential. Step 1 is getting a new haircut that matches my face shape. Step 2 is getting clear skin by adopting a high-quality skincare routine, icing my face to reduce overall puffiness, and staying hydrated. While cutting
you got the
food,
ice?
it causes inflammation.
Icing does help.
Step 3, the
it tightens the skin.
My eyebrows for a more defined look. Step 4 is getting a sharper jawline by chewing a tougher gum to work the jaw muscles using a gua sha. Weights and doing cardio to reduce my overall body fat, revealing my facial features even more.
That was just a picture of him when he was younger.
8 hours of sleep per night.
Or maybe it's just a bad picture.
You see a year.
You
see a year. It's like 2016 yearbook photo. Or like he didn't even really accurately.
Yeah, for real. He doesn't look that different. It's just the haircut does help a lot.
Now let's get
and the lighting of the photos.
I went from a 67.
But it's interesting face shape, how the forehead goes in, angled out, and then outward. It's interesting. Like Phineas from Is that mean to call him like?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He looks like a Phineas and Ferb character. He does. Sorry.
He's a handsome kid. I'm not shitting on you, man. You're a handsome kid.
You are.
Yeah, you really are.
After we just doubled down and switched gears.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. We like you. No, don't worry. Hey, it's okay. And he's like in the corner, like watching, like.
I feel like it is made to make people feel a little bad. Like, see this, I wish Umax was free. I was going to tell you to download Umax and all these Lookmaxxing apps. I downloaded all of these at work, and I put my photo in there, and I tried to get my masculinity tested and all this bullshit tested. Every time that I finished putting the photos in and it was said it was uploading photos and testing it all, it would say, all right, payment. And I had to pay like a couple bucks. Sure, it's a couple bucks, but right when I see that, it's like, no, I'm not paying to get a masculinity score. That was a picture of him when he was a kid versus like 5 to 6 years later. What the fuck?
I'll be honest, I think that's a puberty.
Yeah, I think it's mostly puberty. I think he just started.
Yeah. And he turned into a professor in the end. Someone's like, you didn't even look Max.
He turned into Professor Adonis. Adonis is a beautiful man. A male Adonis.
Right.
For strapping.
Wait, what?
Oh, mewing.
Tip of your
Here's
tongue
mewing.
slightly behind your teeth. Then, press the rest of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Then, rest your teeth together slightly. Close your
Did I do it
lips.
right, Mikey?
Create a suction hold by swallowing your saliva repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it right, though?
Are you doing it?
I'm trying to. Oh, you paused. Man, you really got into the Moggers mode. I just see your jawline, your sexy jawline. No, the thumbnail.
We're always
you turned
mewing.
into a thumbnail. You turned into a thumbnail while you were talking, so it was like a voiceover underneath the thumbnail. And you look like this. What, Chris? What do you mean? What thumbnail? What, Chris? What? I'm like, damn, Daddy. Wow, look at you.
We're always mewing. It's just a kid.
No, look nothing like him.
He's beautiful, but I don't think that's him at all.
That can't be real.
They don't have anything similar.
It's like a black man. It's like a black man mewing.
Yeah, you cannot.
Before and after, and it's like a guy who looks like Michael B. Jordan. He has like a tight jawline.
I don't think you can be that drastic with it without surgery. Come on, let's be real, guys.
I've changed. Look, guys, look at my mask and jaw. He's stuck thinking about the mewing. Get it?
Guys care so much about looks. Isn't that what girls do? Guys just have to be confident. Girls are less visual and care way more about personality than looks. This is a lie. A blatant one at that. You see, what dating coaches try—
Let's say that's not all the time. It's not always a lie, but attractiveness, Chris, you'll agree with me on this. It's not always just about looks. Personality does a lot, really. There's been very handsome men around beautiful women. Beautiful women, of course, they're attracted to the handsome men. But if the guy has no social skills, that woman's not going to be fucking interested unless she's like really stupid.
Unless she's really horny and wants some dick.
Yeah, literally. Like, unless you're like just an option that's there. But yeah, literally, you're going to dry up that shit with some dry humor, dry conversation. You know.
try to do is twist reality to fit their needs. Girls aren't visually stimulated, so you have to have a good personality, blah blah. What it truly means, however, girls only have strong sexual desires for the top 10 to 20% of men. They are more visually pickier than men who would fuck nearly anything. Alright, let's run you through some examples of scenarios where the way you look affects the way girls react. Imagine you are a girl, or if you are, just be honest to yourself. What is your very first reaction? This guy approaches you and says, "Hey, you put that cute outfit on for me tonight?" Now how did that make you feel? Probably laugh at his cockiness and reject his pathetic ass right away. "Hey, you put on that cute outfit for me tonight?" Now how did that make you feel? A little different.
I got a little wet.
You're gorgeous. Here, give me your number and we'll meet, get coffee later. Likely make
I put it out of my chair.
you cringe a bit, doesn't it? Alright, now, what if he said the same thing? Not so cringeworthy now, right? He seems like a confident guy. One you can imagine spending your time with. See, this is why we Looksmaxx.
So, Looksmaxxing, would you say it's kind of toxic, or would you say it has its place? Or do you think that some things are
in between
important and some people just take it to the max? Some people just take things way too seriously.
People overdo it. They make a mountain out of a molehill. I think there are improvements, especially if someone's not where they need to be and they need to also lose their body fat, they're overweight or obese, and they want more desirable taste or physique. But yeah, I mean, you also have to mog and mew 24/7. Always mog and mew and flex on everyone. So yeah, I mean, if someone's dying in the street, I mean, mew. If someone,
Jordan Barrett
gives you a tough day, Jordan Barrett. I mean, I think, yeah, it does have its advantages. It really has its advantages, but it also has a lot of disadvantages, right? Where people are making it like this movement, this cult, and you have to break your jaw to get it, bone crushing to get it perfect. And
if we were teenagers, do you think we'd fall victim to this? Do you think this would make us...
Yeah, I was really insecure back then. I was really insecure.
So this would get a hold of us and kind of grapple onto us, you think? Just like it is a lot of these other teenagers. And just thinking about this kind of stuff just makes you feel like shit all the time. It's comparison, social media, constantly making you compare yourself to the next person, comparing yourself to these male models. And through the years, me and Chris, we've had a lot of experience with different women. Would you say looks are the only thing that matters? They definitely help.
Like you said, they help, but you also have that substance, like personality.
Yes, because the looks...
Some sort of emotion.
The looks can attract women, but it can also push them away. Haven't you guys heard of icks or whatever that women have? They could be with a totally attractive dude. Like you've seen like those posts. It was like when you were already starting to not like him, and then he gets out of your car and you see his butt crack, and it's like boom, the woman doesn't like you anymore. She saw your butt crack. Women will not like you for the tiniest things. It's same with some guys. Yes, icks. So it doesn't matter how attractive you are, but it is true with some of the points where you definitely they'll make exceptions for more handsome men. They always do. Women will make some exceptions for handsomer men or men that they see more that they desire. But you got to be charming. You got to have some things for you other than just being an attractive person. Men, on the other hand, we will totally, not just all of us, but I've noticed men will date a fucking personality, like a woman with no personality just because she's hot with big titties and ass. And that's a horrible person.
We're a little more forgiving.
Yeah, that's the points that cells are trying to make. Is like we don't care. We'll bang anything. It's like no, we care about looks too. We don't want to marry an ugly goblin or anything. But yeah, sometimes men will take what they can get because it's not as easy for some of us. We have standards. Other of us have different standards and everything like that. Not everybody's just going to take what they can get. There's some women that'll take what they can get, but even they have standards. Some people are just sex addicts too overall, but who knows? This Looksmaxxing stuff is crazy. Chris has been on that trend longer than I have with after high school when he's been exercising. He already started it with exercising. He didn't even know he was already on the path. Like and subscribe, everybody.
Oh yeah. Insert copy and paste drone speech. Right. Copy and paste.
Copy and paste, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, yeah.